Welcome to YellBro. I am Jordan, and today the Charlie Kirk story is getting weirder by the day. Like I thought I was gonna leave this alone, kinda, because they caught the guy and all that stuff, but more and more weird shit, and people are going crazier and crazier about it. But not so much, with the whole left first right thing. It kind of died down a bit, and they're focusing on more of the conspiracy aspect. And yeah, I'm just gonna go over what I've been seeing kind of lately because this does look important to me, like pretty important if something sus is happening here. But first, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. All of it is very much appreciated. Also, check out the Discord link. I'm in that Discord right now. Come hang out if you feel like. You can argue with people. You can post videos. You can whatever. Watch movies. Listen to music. All of it is welcome. Sports. Do what you do. All links description box, and also all the sources that I use in this video will be in the description box. But before I get started on the Charlie Kirk thing, there's just some other stories out there, like the UK, along with Canada and Australia, um, going to be recognizing a Palestinian state. Now, for word's sake, that's I guess a big deal, right? It's a big thing, but did they wait too long? Probably. Is it too late? I think so. I mean, territory is being eaten up like daily. People are dying daily. You guys are all fucking late, and it's unfortunate, you know. And obviously, Netanyahu has to come out, although he's always lent words towards a two-state solution, but only in words. His actions say otherwise. So when you see something actually seemingly realistic of these big Western countries all coming out to say, there should be a two-state solution. Now we see the real, the real Netanyahu, like what he really thinks about a two-state solution. Here we go. Actually, let me make sure my volume's loud enough here. Goddamn Twitter clips. Here we go.
יש לי מסר ברור לאותם מנהיגים שמכירים במדינה פלסטינית לאחר הטבח הנורא ב7 באוקטובר. אתם מעניקים פרס עצום לטרור. ויש לי מסר נוסף עבורכם. זה לא יהיה. לא תקום מדינה פלסטינית ממערב לירדן. במשך שנים אני מנעתי את הקמתה של מדינת טרור זו מול לחצים אדירים, גם מבית וגם מן החוץ. עשינו זאת בנחישות ועשינו זאת בתבונה מדינית. וכל שכן, הכפלנו את ההתיישבות היהודית ביהודה ושומרון ונמשיך בדרך זו.
Now that's a big deal right there. We doubled. First of all, you're a nation, right? You're the Israeli nation. It's not supposed to be Jewish settlements. So either that's a translation, or he's just openly saying things like this. It's not supposed to be religious or ethnically backed. It's supposed to be your nation state is eating up more territory. I digress. Here we go.
הכפלנו את ההתיישבות היהודית ביהודה ושומרון.
Calling it Judea and Samaria is also a big deal because that is erasing the idea of Gaza and West Bank off of the map. So he's like, so when people said oh no, Netanyahu's a lot more moderate, he's a little bit more secular. It's these other extremist guys that are really the, big deal with settlements and Judea and Samaria and one state for the the Jewish home, if you will, where it's very religious sounding. Nope. If this translation's correct, if this isn't CGI, if it's not AI video, then he's openly saying, I believe the same thing. So, but here we go.
ונמשיך בדרך זו.
We will continue on this path.
המענה לניסיון האחרון לכפות עלינו מדינת טרור בלב ארצנו, המענה הזה יינתן לאחר שובי מארצות הברית. תמתינו. יש לי מסר...
And by the way, once again, someone saying he's going to be arrested. The Infowar guys, he's going to be arrested when he touches American soil. We'll have to say, because neocon Trump seems to be moving in the opposite direction of anything like that. As you can see here, here's Trump talking about an air base in Afghanistan. Here we go.
So are you asking Fred to rule out boots on the ground to get Bagram back?
We won't talk about that, but we're talking now to Afghanistan, and we want it back, and we want it back soon, right away. And if they don't do it, you're going to find out what I'm going to do.
So the lady was asking him, would you put boots on the ground? And basically his answer is, you'll see what I'm going to do if they don't give up the airbase. Naturally, the Taliban response, even if the United States recognized the Taliban and pledged to rebuild all of Afghanistan, we would never go up a single inch of our country for their military presence. And I believe there's another statement out there where they're like, yeah, we'll go back to war for 20 years if we have to. So, and hopefully, I didn't do a video on this, but I assume people would know already. Like, yes, Trump wants territory in Afghanistan to put troops in. He wants an air base in Bagram, however the fuck you say it. So, they're like, do we leave Afghanistan and go right back in? That seems to be like a theme with these presidents. It's kind of crazy. But, all right, just wanted to show those things because maybe people don't hear about them because of this story, right? The Charlie Kirk story. Now, as you can see here, that right there is a camera that's filming from behind Charlie Kirk. And Candace did a video on Friday, I believe, that the guy who was taking down this camera that works for tpusa took the camera down and removed the memory card or the SD card and took it with him. I guess he put it in his pocket and walked away. And then I believe it's like it's like him that guy talking to tpusa lawyers, and they're like defending the fucking memory card when it's like, yo, cops, like this is why I was just like wrecked when I heard this story from Candace. I'm like, wait a minute, these guys have this fucking video feed and the cops didn't just immediately grab it? I'm fucking wrecked. And of course, Candace is the one breaking this story, who also claims and says that that same person that took the camera down and grabbed the memory card also FaceTimed her and showed her the fucking video footage, which would show no, according to her at the time, was no exit wound, right? Because this camera you can see from behind here. I'll let this play. I'm going to try to do the story kind of in like sequential order, but let's let this play. Here we go. Here's Candace Owens.
There's nothing gory about this footage from the back. The thing that really stood out to me, and I just kept asking him to replay it over and over and over again, is that there's no blood. There's no blood from the back. There is no blood. So I think a lot of people were wondering whether or not that bullet pierced and went out to the back. I think I vaguely even remember, and Skylar, you can maybe live look this up, but like I thought the feds were saying they were looking for a bullet at some point, which is now very alarming to me. I don't understand that. How could they have been looking for a bullet? Because if I'm not seeing, and there isn't, I'm telling you, what happens in the front is not what happens in the back at all. If I'm not seeing any blood, what are we to take from that? Mm-hmm. The only thing that could make sense, if what they're saying is true and that person took the shot from the place that they are saying that individual took the shot from, it would suggest that it was inside of Charlie, right? And they would know that. The feds would have known that. So they would have communicated that they were never looking for a bullet. Because remember, one shot. So I'm very confused. I'm very confused, not by what I saw, but what I didn't see. Okay?
And this little story, I believe, is the thing that kicked off what we're about to see now. Right? The idea there is no exit wound, at least for what Candace saw, right? Well, that story becomes confirmed by tpusa guy. Remember when I did the think tank video of Charlie Kirk, right? And there's a guy sitting next to him helping him, shill out propaganda to young people. This is the guy that was next to him. And apparently now he's gonna like miraculously, like after Candace does her video, now this guy comes out and says this. And it's once again, I'm still fucking mind fucked on how the FBI is not the ones having their hands on this, and they're not the ones breaking the story. I don't exactly remember people saying like, "Oh, we're looking for the bullet that Charlie got shot by." I don't know. I don't remember hearing that. Maybe it sounds likely or possible. I'm not saying Candace is lying or anything. I'm just saying I just didn't hear of it. Um, but yeah, the whole like, wait a minute, there's no exit wound here. Here goes the explanation for that from tpusa fuckface guy. Here we go. I want to address some of the discussion about the lack of an exit wound with Charlie. I'm usually not interested in delving into most of this kind of online chatter, and I apologize this is somewhat graphic, but in this case, the fact that there wasn't an exit wound is probably another miracle, and I want people to know. What do you mean by miracle? Let's keep reading. I just spoke with the surgeon who worked on Charlie in the hospital. So you have like professional guy that's used to doing like autopsies or whatever the fuck, right? Surgeries or whatever the fuck he does. Look at this. He said the bullet absolutely should have gone through, which is very normal, which is very, very normal for a high-powered, high-velocity round. I've seen rounds from this caliber many times, and they always just go through everything. This would have taken a moose or two down, an elk, etc. Now, at that point, I'm like, well, hold on. The FBI showed us a picture of the rifle. They showed us the distance. Everyone saw the fucking entry wound, right? Unfortunately, everyone saw that. Very violent image, right? But we saw it go through his fucking neck. This would have taken a moose or two down, an elk, aka giant fucking animals. But Charlie's just went into his neck and stopped, apparently. Let's keep reading. But it didn't go through. Charlie's body stopped it. Once again, moose, elk, very, very normal with high-powered, high-velocity rounds at like, I think it was like 150 yards away. I mentioned to his doctor that there were dozens of staff, students, and special guests standing directly behind Charlie on the other side of the tent, and he replied, "It was an absolute miracle that someone else didn't get killed. His bone was so healthy, and the density was so impressive that he's like the man of steel. It should have just gone through and through. It likely would have killed those behind him too." In the end, the coroner did find the bullet just beneath the skin. Just beneath the skin. So they're saying it went into his neck, hit bone or something, stopped in there, and bounced back towards the skin or some shit like that. This is the thing that's making the internet go crazy right now, because even me, who knows nothing about guns, then I looked at the size of the bullet, then the idea of what the rifle is, and then how far away he is, and I'm like, no fucking chance. No chance. And trust me, on Twitter, you can see a dozen fucking videos of people trying to recreate the scenario and showcasing, like, no, this would go through steel. No, this would, like, blow someone's fucking head off. If it hit, like, the bone, it would, like, shattered everything and still went through. And it would have been a lot more gruesome of a fucking image. Not just, like, a pop in the neck and then blood coming out. It would have been, like, almost, like, head falling back, coming off looking shit. Possibly. Even in death, Charlie managed to save the lives of those around him. Remarkable, miraculous. Now, this is where things get even more weird. Where it's like, aren't you his friend? You're Charlie's friend. You don't have fucking questions about that. I know he's got social media because he's on it right now. You're not seeing anything about this. You're not seeing like everyone's like, there's no fucking way that you could just leave it up to he's a man of steel, good bone density. There's no way you could just leave it up to that, right? That can't be a good enough explanation. And the bullets found what, just under his skin? Wait a minute. Where's the FBI in regards to this bullet? And the camera footage. You see why it's like, do you see where I'm going here? Like how strange this all looks? And once again, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the last guy to jump towards conspiracy, but I like to be very patient before I just go out, like leap somewhere. And I'm telling you right now, from what I understand right now, it looks fucking weird. This whole thing looks fucking weird. It looks funny.
Are they still saying it's a 30-06?
Yes. They showed us the fucking rifle,
Oh.
right?
Well, then we have all of World War One and all of World War Two to compare to 30 caliber bullets.
I mean, I've seen pictures of the fucking thing. That would take a like the doctor said, it'd take a fucking moose or an elk down.
Right.
Yet
No, what I'm
Charlie's
saying is,
neck. Once again, Charlie's not some big fucking muscle building motherfucker, right? He's not some giant steroided up dude. He's like a regular slack jawed ass, like slacky looking dude. You're telling me his neck bone withstood that power and that speed from that bullet from that distance? No fucking way, right? No way.
what I'm
right?
saying is, the 30-06, we probably have the most examples in the world of that bullet killing a human being.
I mean, when that hits,
To,
neck
com-
it
to
shatters,
cross
right?
compare.
If that thing hits a bone, it
Don't know-
shatters it, right? I had to guess.
don't know the answer, but it's gonna do more damage than
A dot on the
the
neck.
AR-774. Yes, it's gonna do more damage than anything we think of when we think of anything from Vietnam.
Well,
It's bigger than the AK-47 round. It's bigger than the M4, or what's commonly referred to as a AR-15.
yeah. I mean,
Bigger than that.
I mean, here's another thing about this. It's you can have someone that believes something like maybe they hear a bunch of explanations. They're like, "Wow, okay, damn, Charlie must have been like maybe as his friend, he's like, oh my God, Charlie must have been like really strong, or it's a miracle from God, or something like that." But to leap out, right after Candace does that video, that's when you speak up. That's A. B. No questioning about this. No fucking. Hey guys, what the fuck's going on here? No asking around. No nothing. You just accept what's being said in front of you when it doesn't make sense. After he tells you like this is not very likely, but you know what? Maybe it's a miracle. And on top of that, we have Fox News saying the same thing. Man of Steel, Charlie Kirk's body stopped a bullet that would typically just go through everything. And it was an absolute miracle. Nobody else was killed, his surgeon told tpusa. First of all, once again, the cops should be telling us this stuff in the first place, right? But they're just repeating it as like with no questions. I mean, I would expect Fox News to do that, but like still, if you guys want to make it look believable, like a little bit more believable that you're actually like investigating things, ask some fucking questions. You can't just go leap right to here. That's crazy. Also, I believe it was said that he wasn't wearing a bulletproof either, by the way. For people that, because I saw the theory of that it bounced off his vest and went up into his neck, right? Apparently, according to his wife, he wasn't wearing a bulletproof vest. So that's out of the story, apparently. And so this is just...
People think he did.
Huh?
Did people think he did? He does not look like he's ever... I've never seen him wear anything imply he's worn a vest.
Some people were saying that, for sure. And I can't tell.
Well,
I don't know if
that's
it's like
ignorance.
a white color or whatever. right? Maybe a very thin vest. I don't fucking know.
There's no such thing as a thin vest.
You know, like this, like the thing's kind of thin, but you can slide plates into it. That makes sense. But it didn't look like it.
Okay,
Aesthetically, it didn't look like
but
that.
there's no question he did not have a vest on. Is what I should just say, so we can move on.
Fair enough. But yeah. Either way, people were saying it. But now this is kind of the attitude of the internet right now, based on the thing, like those things we've seen. First, they saw Candace's thing. Then tpusa goes out of their way to confirm it. Once again, FBI, where the fuck are you at? How come you're not doing this? I have to like reiterate that. We'll get to that. We'll get to Cash Patel. Don't worry about that. But this is kind of how the internet feels right now, which is no exit wound confirmed. So now they fabricate a whole new ridiculous explanation for why saying he was the Man of Steel who can stop high-powered rifle rounds with his skin with the skin because he was so healthy apparently. I'm a published scientist and patent holder. I'm not speaking for the credibility of this guy. I'm just saying his words here. I'm a published scientist and patent holder in nutrition and food science. I can assure you there are no foods or supplements that make your skin absorb rifle rounds. I think they were saying the bones were extra dense. If there
You drank a
were,
lot of milk. A lot of milk.
that's a pause. The new Milk Boys. If there were, the military would already be using them. So this is where we are. No rifle, not pictured like, as far as like it's not pictured with the shooter himself, right? We haven't seen an image where he actually has the rifle, right? No bullet. Still haven't seen a photo of any bullet. Apparently, this doctor had it or has it, and they apparently the doctor reported directly to tpusa or some shit. Because where the fuck is the FBI in regards to all this? Maybe we'll find out. No exit wound now confirmed. No inscriptions on the cartridges. Nothing has been seen. Like we haven't. They reported on it, but we haven't actually seen that. Right? No DNA on the rifle. The FBI claims DNA matched the towel, not the rifle. I don't know. I'm telling you, this is all bizarre. No video of the guy taking a shot. No muzzle flash in any videos attributable to the suspect. And he says, and yet the low IQ narrative swallowers think we're stupid to be asking questions. Go figure. The low IQ people are those dumb enough to swallow all the obvious lies. At this point, based on what we know so far, any competent defense attorney would have his client plead not guilty since there's apparently no hard evidence linking the guy to any shooting at all. Now, to be fair, like, regardless of what happens from here on out, the FBI has fucked this whole thing up. And Cash Patel's face is all over it. They release certain things, they don't show certain things, they give us information about something but don't show us the evidence of that being the case. They let tpusa guy run out with a fucking memory card from the camera right behind where your crime scene fucking happened at. tpusa is reporting there's no exit wound. And Fox News reporting on that reporting. I mean, the FBI has fucked this thing up left and right. So if they have information that like kind of locks down the case, yeah, we have video of the guy with the rifle. Yes, we have him taking a shot. Yes, we have him. Whatever. We have fingerprints on the gun. We have whatever the fuck they have. We have the bullets. You know, the cartridges. We took pictures of it, and it says the things that we said it says. We have the text messages. We have all that shit. Like, if you do, then why are you releasing things in like little pieces that are so vague that you end up getting the internet all wrapped up into it if you have the case kind of solved already? So part of me is like, do you guys even have it? Do you have the case solved? Do you? Are you just fucking with like what's going on here? Well, let's go to Cash Patel. This is from hours ago, I believe. And let's read this. I have not read this yet. So for all I know, he fucking tangents off into something else for all I know. But here we go. As the director of the FBI, I'm committed to ensuring the investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination is thorough and exhaustive, pursuing every lead to its conclusion. The full weight of America's law enforcement agencies are actively following the evidence that has emerged, but our efforts extend beyond initial findings. We are examining every facet of this assassination. So, once again, it wasn't like, you know, on day 2, Candace, somebody offers them, hey, Candace, I got the evidence. Let me show you something. It's more of Candace searched through it herself, recognized the guy, said, let me try to get in contact with him, got in contact with him, and got a FaceTime video footage of fucking Charlie from behind Charlie Kirk. Actively following the evidence that has emerged. Like, is that what we're talking about? What are we talking about? This is embarrassing. Who is this fucking guy? At this point, I'm like, yo, you're just a fall guy. You were hired to take the fall on everything that goes wrong. And trust me, a lot of shit is going wrong. Vagaries. You have tpusa and Candace Owens reporting crucial evidence for your fucking investigation because you didn't think to get your hands on it first. Everyone on the internet saw that guy reaching up for the camera. Everyone's like, yo, why is this guy taking shit down? Like, this is a crime scene. He shouldn't touch anything. How come he's reaching up for a he actually moved Charlie's chair, I believe, too. He picked Charlie's chair off the fucking ground, another piece of evidence, sets it up, stands on it with his fucking footprints and shit, grabs the camera with his fucking handprints and shit, takes out the memory card, which has the video footage from behind Charlie Kirk, puts it in his pocket and walks the fuck away. Everyone saw this shit happening. Cash Patel. How the fuck do you not know? How is this emerging evidence? I'm wrecked. He better explain somewhere in here. He better fucking explain. If he doesn't explain it here, I'm going to go to his account and look for anything he says out loud. Because trust me, this is like a press release for this guy and the FBI. So let me read here. We are meticulously investigating theories and questions, including the location from where the shot was taken, the possibility of accomplices, the text message. Please, like I said, yeah, this is from hours ago. Like, he's as lost as the internet is, apparently. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. Why does it sound like you only been investigating through Twitter so far? Why does it sound like that? Why is Candace showing me videos of this kid in fucking Dairy Queen? What are we talking? Is Candace doing the investigation? You're just like watching her show every day? Listen, here at the FBI, we'll have more details for you on Monday around, 5 o'clock-ish. Hopefully YouTube doesn't go down. So I can get some more investigating done. Turns Candace on and watches it or something. Reports back to us the same shit she says. Look at it. He's going to say the internet out loud. Watch the shit. We are meticulously investigating theories and questions, including the location from where the shot was taken, the possibility of accomplices, the text message confession, and related conversations. Discord chats, the angle of the shot and bullet impact, how the weapon was transported, hand gestures observed as potential signals near Charlie at the time of his assassination, and visitors to the alleged shooter's residence in the hours and days leading up to September 10th, 2025. So, like, you're as lost. Like, these are our theories. These are the internet's theories and ideas that they did through their investigations. Seriously. Internet and like journalists and shit where they're like asking like the idea that there's people outside of the Tyler Robinson's fucking like house or whatever, right? Or the the apartment he was staying in with the furry roommate. The angle of the shot and bullet impact from the internet, Discord chats from the internet. Like, these are fucking internet things. What the fuck are you guys doing over there at the FBI? The fuck? Why are you repeating shit back to us that we told you about? What the fuck? I'm wrecked, bro. Here we go. Some details are known today, while others are still being pursued to ensure every possibility is considered. Our primary focus is to complete this investigation and deliver justice. To protect the integrity of the investigation and subsequent prosecution, we cannot release every piece of information we have to the public right now. We will ensure every question is addressed at the appropriate moment. But you already released certain things. That already muddied your fucking investigation. Or maybe at least the prosecution. Maybe not the investigation, but the prosecution definitely got fucking muddied with shit like right here. Shit you released to the fucking public. I don't understand the difference between showing us what's on the fucking bullet casings or the cartridges versus telling us what's on the fucking cartridges. What's the actual difference? What is the actual difference? All it does is make you look fucking stupid if it's not exactly how you say it is. Holy fuck. And that shit has everything to do with motive in regards to an investigation, right? Or, sorry, in regards to a prosecution. Investigatively, what are you going to do? Look for a gamer? Look for a trans person with a PlayStation controller in their fucking hand? Holy Christ. It's like embarrassing. What were the things they showed us, right? They showed us the rifle in like a cardboard box or something like that. Although they claimed it was wrapped in a towel, right? But it was in like a cardboard box. They showed us that. Now you tell me I guess that helped him getting caught, I guess. But it seemed more like the pictures got him caught, right? If anything, the pictures. I'm fucking wrecked.
What's the Dunkin' Donuts thing from Candace Owens significant, and why is he not including that?
I don't know. It actually, want to hear something crazy? It feels like the text message thing came out after Candace released the fucking picture. I could be tripping, but if that's the case, where the guy mentions like, "Oh, I'm in Orem right now. I can't really come see you, or I have to wait to go back and grab the gun," or whatever he was saying in the text messages. If he like, once again, if he's like watching Candace Owens, like, look, Candace released a photo of, Tyler Robinson at a fucking Dairy Queen in Orem, right? And then all of a sudden the FBI types out the new text message like, okay, make sure you mention he was in Orem. Make sure you mention that. That's like what it could look like, bro. It could actually look like that. If those messages came out after Candace revealed that picture, that like, did she get that from the FBI, a source at the FBI or something? That'd be crazy. It'd also be crazy if she just got it. That'd be extra crazy if she's the one who just got that shit. Well, Cash Patel is just confused, like, what the fuck's going on here? I don't even know how to do this stuff. What's going on here? Just absolutely lost. I'm
We're
fucking
trying to
wrecked.
upgrade the. Cash Patel's busy trying to upgrade the cameras in prisons. Apparently, you know,
Oh fuck,
we hadn't even gotten to the information era.
bro! They're talking like they shouldn't even charge him yet. That's the way they're talking. No, like, look at this shit. Cash is talking like they couldn't even charge the Tyler Robertson guy. That's the way he's talking. Like, we're still like looking into all this stuff. Like, maybe there's a shooter over here. There could be other accomplices, Discord chats, and who shot the bullet at what angle. Like, he's talking like you can't even charge the guy yet. You see what I'm like? You know what I'm saying? That's what he sounds like. Fuck,
If this dude's innocent, which I don't know one way or the other, just for sake, and this gets dropped, wouldn't they still have to give him the? Wouldn't they still FBI have to offer him protective custody? As in, like, we made people crazy over you, like the whole country, to where they may still like retaliation and think that you're guilty,
Right.
even if you're not. To where like 50,000 people would probably want to hurt him
Right.
if he was released in the public.
Oh, listen. This would be wreckage of the century. If this fool turned himself in and Cash Patel fucked the case up so badly that they have to release him, they have to drop the charges, that will be pandemonium. Remember, they didn't catch him. He called himself in. His dad fucking turned him over. He turned himself in,
Yeah.
basically. And then he gets released on
Apparently.
technicalities. That would be brain shattering.
No, not technicalities. Like, as in, a jury decides after hearing all the evidence, this dude's not guilty without reasonable doubt.
I'm saying if they fucking drop the case because they created all these biases by throwing random shit into the public. Right? He said, like, oh, we can't share everything that's pertinent, but you show us text messages? Allegedly, text messages? You show us that?
And why can't you? Why can't you show us everything? Sixth Amendment. Like,
I understand that,
it's
but
so
if you're going for a
stupid. They
prosecution...
think... No, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, court is supposed to be public.
Yeah,
So
but
we should be
before
allowed
you
to know
pick your
everything
jury,
anyway.
But before you pick your jury, that you're putting out things that will create a bias already. I'm pretty sure a
Well, they
defense
do
lawyer
that-
could do shit with that, can work with that in some form or fashion. But then again, they might have more
Not-
evidence shit on their side.
Not really. They rarely, even on local cases, let a change of venue happen. So,
Bro, if they throw something to the public and it ends up being bullshit, can't that be seen as biased against their client?
what they would say is this court case is nationwide known. So, change of venue wouldn't change anything. We're just going to do it where we're doing it.
No, Dubster. Let's say they put out those text messages, right? But they weren't the actual text messages. What if they were paraphrasing or changing words here or there, selectively quoting certain things? What if that's the case? It's like, yo, you created a bias against my client. There's one thing where it's just reality. Then there's the next where it's like, maybe you made something up and threw it out to the public to appease them.
Okay. So this is, like, in essence, equivocal to the way Russiagate happened. Like, chosen things to be talked about, chosen angles to be worked on.
I don't know all the legalese, but I'm considering possibilities here. At the very least, I could say that the FBI and Cash Patel and their whole PR of it, even the Utah fucking governor guy, like, they've all fucked this shit up. They fucked it up. They have fucked it up. And they've created more questions than answering anything. All they do is make more questions. And obviously not investigate everything. Like, yeah, we're going to look into these things. Like, so you're just starting to look into stuff now? we're meticulously investigating Twitter to see all the questions that are out there. It's like, come on. That's what it looks like, right? That's what it fucking looks like. But, all right. Let's keep going here. Regarding the specific details, such as questions about the plane that allegedly, like, I guess this is the only confirmed thing he can actually confirm. Regarding specific details, such as questions about the plane that allegedly turned off its transponder after departing from an airport near the assassination site, we can share updates when answers are confirmed. After interviews with the pilot in consultation with the FAA, we determined the transponder was not turned off. Incomplete flight data in rural areas caused the apparent gap. Okay? The entire FBI mourns the loss of Charlie Kirk. We will not rest until justice is served, and our investigation into the assassination will continue until every question is answered. Yeah, but if you just try to find out what happened, it discounts everything else, doesn't it? You find out, like, oh, this guy took the shot. He killed Charlie Kirk with this gun. That ends okay, there was a second shooter thing. That ends the guy on the side doing hand signals. Well, doesn't end that part, but it ends like a guy from the side shooting him, or anyone shooting from a different angle. Like, okay, there's this guy's gun. There he is right there, shooting at this angle. And hopefully they have the bullet now. I'm sure. I'm aware tpusa had it, I guess. And then maybe the FBI has it now. But it's wreckage. All they're doing is ramping up more of the theories that are out there, which is, I don't mind people theorizing things. It's just the way these guys are handling it. It's like, holy fuck. Like, are you doing this on purpose? Like, what's going on here? What is going on? And the explanation of Man of Steel for why that bullet didn't take his fucking head off, basically. I mean, what was it, like a 2-inch fucking hole in his neck, basically?
Now that I think of it, I've heard the arguments that hunters prefer to carry a 30-06 or 30-8 because it is definitely an animal stopper.
Yeah.
Like if you come across a deer, a bear, anything, it's gonna put it down. A boar, it's gonna put it down. I haven't specifically heard anything about moose, but I wouldn't put it past it could take down a moose.
Moose is a giant
It's
fucking animal. So are elks. Those are
yeah,
giant fucking animals.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Charlie Kirk's
But
little neck fucking stopped this thing? I don't know, bro.
but like you're not gonna have a question when shooting a deer. You're not gonna have a question when shooting a boar or a bear with a 30-06.
And didn't he, like, sorry to be graphic, guys, but didn't he, like, he got hit and, like, leaned back, right? And then slumped forward, right? I'm pretty sure. And it's like, wouldn't that bullet, like, knock you out of your fucking socks, basically? I don't know, man. I don't know enough about guns, but the way people are talking about it, it's like, yo, that gun's way too powerful, and he's way too close to it. It's 150 yards from height, too. You have gravity helping you as well. That's another force, like, on top of it. So it's like, what the fuck? It's just, yeah, I don't know. Something not right is happening, and I don't know what it is exactly. And
Yep.
yeah, I was basically gonna just stay away from the whole like the theorizing of things, but this to me is like guaranteed something's not right here. The Candace I didn't even do a Candace video, right? Kind of just like, we like watched it on our own, right? I was like, what the fuck is this? What are you tell me you got fucking unknown footage the FBI doesn't have? Shit like
Well, if
that,
they
right?
have the
And now
bullet,
it's official. It's
they
official story now.
if they have this bullet, they could, and they said the bone density stopped it. If that's their fucking claim, they could show that to the public and show how mangled this bullet is.
I mean,
It's not. It's
Man of Steel.
like what you would basically be looking at is a bullet that's caved in on itself, and it's not made like a hollow point, and it would have like the hollow point effects.
I mean, is this a
It,
magic bullet thing? Is that what they're gonna throw
it
at us?
is. That is what they are saying
Isn't it the same thing as the
right
JFK
now.
thing, where like it hit someone and bounced off their bones and bounced off someone else and came back and hit
It hit,
JFK or some shit like that?
so so the magic bullet thing was it hit 7 spots between 2 people
Yeah, but it was
and
pristine, wasn't
changed
it?
its directions.
And it was pristine, right? They like when they showed the bullet, it was
I
like
don't remember that
pristine
part.
looking. I'm pretty sure it was like pristine
Yeah.
looking. Like it wasn't like crushed in at all. It wasn't dinged up. I'm fucking wrecked, bro.
Right.
So either way, by the end of all this, they should have like we have the bullet, they have the gun, they have the guy, they have the text messages that where he's confessing. Basically, they have some sort of at first they said they had a note, and then I think they took that back and they said,
Here,
"Oh
I got an
no,
example.
we have a paraphrase. We can paraphrase a note, or we can prove that a note existed at some point in time." I think it's now the new theory about it. It's like, what the fuck am I hearing, dude? But go
All right,
ahead.
I got an example for you. So imagine a bullet after it hits a
Christ, man.
bone, and the bone is what stops it to stop the body, and it's something as powerful as the 30-06. You know what,
Okay.
like construction type earplugs look like?
Like the big
Big cone things.
big cone things. You mean like almost like gun range style headset that
Yeah,
for your ears? Yeah.
No, the ones you put directly into your ears. They
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
look like a bullet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jackhammers and shit. Yeah.
If I got one in my hand, that's why I'm thinking of this. And you just squeeze it all the way back to the base. And whenever you're done squeezing, that's what the bullet should look like. It's just collapsed on itself.
Yeah.
Because and nothing would do this with a normal 30-06 round. And they don't make hollow points for these. And hollow points would balloon but still have this kind of effect. And they would
Okay.
but the idea of the 30-06, it's equivocally the broad head of an arrow. It's supposed to just cleanly go through. Nothing's supposed to stop it. That's why you choose this type of bullet for this long range gun, because you want it to go as hardcore and as fast as possible, because it's going super fucking long distances, and the more speed means the more power, stopping power.
Yeah.
So it's not trying to blow up on impact like a hollow point
Yeah.
and then tear shit up as it goes through the target. It's supposed to want to just go straight through the target and come out the other end. Like that's its design.
I saw someone say that the gun was so old, or like it's from whatever time period, to where there is no serial number on it. Is that a thing, or is that just some guy talking shit on the internet, or is that
I would
possible?
have to ask. I would have to ask Google that myself to even know
Okay.
an answer to that question.
Okay. I thought, because someone was saying it was his granddad's gun or some shit like that, and then someone else said it was so old that it doesn't have a serial number on it. Like the gun's almost like untraceable. So it's like, what the fuck is this? What the fucking fuck? All right. I mean, yeah. And I'm in. I'm not gonna be covering the story every fucking day because there's a lot of shit going on. You got the UN meeting. You got recognizing a Palestinian state. You got Netanyahu gonna visit and apparently get arrested, according to Infowar guys.
1968. Gun serial numbers were required after 1968, so they weren't required before. So why would a gun before that have one?
Yeah. And he said it's his grandfather's
Okay.
gun, so possibly that's the case. But I don't know. I don't know.
It looks too modern to be 1968. But
Like the
how would I
color
know?
on
I
it?
guess it's just a paint job. Yeah, that's just a paint job. So I don't know if I could 100% say that.
Maybe they kind of had it like refurbished in a way, like fixed up and cleaned up and shit. And
Right.
who knows? I don't know. I can't say I know. None of us know.
And also,
Cash Patel doesn't know, obviously.
start like as many guns that made rifles have all made some version of a 30-06.
Okay.
So me guessing at first, that first night, Remington versus Mauser, they both have 30-06s.
Okay.
Like, and there's 10 other companies that have 30-06.
Okay. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about guns like that. But yeah. Once again, I'm not going to be covering this story every day, but my eyes are definitely open. I mean, I've already been giving it a peek, but I haven't been fully diving in because, I just let the internet do its thing, and the internet absolutely circled back where it's like, yo, what's going on here? Like this one's the craziest one. The fucking, where is it? This guy, the tpusa guy saying did you guys do your own autopsy? Was the police involved? Why is this guy telling you direct shit about that thing? Who knows if you were in on it, right? Not saying he is. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't the police be like, well, this guy's close to Charlie. What if he's in on it? Maybe he's second in command and wants to take over for Charlie. So what you do is you hire someone to take Charlie out, take his place, right? It just doesn't sound realistic, but you have to, as an investigator, you have to leave room for possibilities. So thus, you wouldn't have the friend anywhere near the fucking autopsy, right? And you're definitely not letting him do a private fucking autopsy. It'd be police-backed autopsy, right? But apparently, this guy had
Well,
direct discussion with him, and he confirmed that there was no exit wound by talking to the fucking forensics guy, the fucking autopsy guy,
coroner.
coroner.
Yeah, the coroner.
So it's like, what the
So
fuck?
yeah, that's where you should know they're lying to us. Like you should absolutely know when they tell us there's magic bullets involved.
Yeah.
We're done trusting the government again.
And I don't even know if this could be. He's saying surgeon here. Maybe it's a surgeon. Someone they were like trying their best to try to save his life or something, and they just couldn't. But they'd probably have the ability to pull the bullet out, right? Like legally because they're trying to save his life. But I'm pretty sure he's like already dead, right? Out there.
His surgeon may have done the autopsy, but it would have been separated in time. Here's when they're trying to save his life. Now he's dead. Now they put the body somewhere for a couple hours, at bare minimum a couple hours. Then they like do a whole like making public notes and all this kind of shit. And then they go back and do the autopsy. It's a separate thing to do the autopsy. They wouldn't pull the unless pulling the bullet out was a chance at saving his life. They would have left the bullet for the autopsy.
Yes. But they should be able to piece it back together.
I'm pretty sure. And my thinking is they would have attempted to pull out that bullet, and if they got it, they got it to save his life.
Yeah.
If what we saw, like, I don't even want to add anything more to that. I just because it's just guessing.
Yeah, but they would. Like you said, they would make, if it was just a surgeon trying to save his life, they'd make notes of incisions they made so they don't, that everything is kind of clean, like a clean understanding of what took place here. But it's weird. The doctor sounds amazed, but also making, it sounds like he's making shit up too at the same time, this guy. I don't know if this Andrew Colvet guy, I don't know if he's directly talking about the fucking surgeon or if he's just making shit up in place of what the surgeon actually said.
So here's another thing. When he's going into the ER for emergency surgery, he may be dealing with one team of surgeons and they're going to be there. And then when he's actually dead and they do the autopsy, the whole hospital gets involved. Like the chief of the hospital should be like, okay, now I'm going to point the team to do the autopsy because the autopsy is more of an official thing.
Yeah.
Because you got to cover your ass for all possible lawsuits too. Yeah. So they have to be more diagnostic and more recording of records when they're doing an autopsy anyway.
Yes, but let's say that the surgeon or the coroner or whatever the fuck, right? They pull the bullet out, right? There's no and he sounds like he says he had experience with that high-powered, high-velocity round. Now, if he pulls it out and looks at the size of it and pristineness or lack thereof, right? Maybe like you said, the tip got pushed all the way to fuck in because of how strong Charlie's bones are, I guess. How is he not
if that's his claim?
No,
he's talking about a collapsed in on itself bullet. Which is damn near fucking just bullshit coming out of his mouth. Because steel or lead is 10 times fucking stronger than bone, if not more. So a bone to make a bullet that is in the shape of these type of fucking bullets, it makes it so it wouldn't collapse in on itself too.
It's wreckage.
You should pull up a picture of a 30-06 round. not in the case, but just the round on its own. Like, you could look at it and realize the
actually, because they on
the
Twitter they did a
physics
comparison.
of this. Yeah. You can look at the physics of this bullet. It would not collapse in on itself because the whole actual bullet is a solid piece of metal, lead,
I have to make sure I don't
or
show the fucking thing. Holy fuck! All right, this is gonna be rough. Okay, anyway, what's the name? How do you just name it? 30 is like
go to
0.306 or
Google.
something. Right?
30-06 bullet,
0.306.
30 space 30 space 06 bullet, and then images. Okay, those are all cased. You see all those have cases?
Yeah.
Or cart
So this is the 306 one where it's
so you
almost
see
4 inches.
you see where it's fat on the cartridge, like the case? It's because it's made like a fat person right there.
Okay.
And then it thins back out to the back. And so it's the physics of a bullet like this make it so it won't collapse in on itself. The whole thing's metal. There's
Yeah.
not air in the middle of bullets or anything. It's all metal, so it's all supported. It's not like structurally gonna have any weakness in it. It's a solid piece of metal. It would be like what he's saying. It would be a miracle bullet to not go through his body and then hit a bone and it just stops right below the skin because it hit the bone and kind of like bounced back a little bit to be
Yeah.
just at the tip of the skin. This is ridiculous. Like
Oh god.
like if you shot an elephant in the toe with one of these fucking guns,
Yeah.
or no, if you shot you like, I guess not point blank because it picks up speed the further away it is. But if you got the exact right speed, you shot the like leg bone of an elephant, that wouldn't stop it. It would go through.
It would go through the bone and everything.
Right. That's how like a bullet like this
I mean, you could look
isn't
at
gonna
he's
stop
not some
to a fucking bone.
he's not some peak athlete, by the way. Because when you lift
Right.
weights, you can increase your bone density. He's not
Okay,
even lifting weights
here's an
like
idea.
that to even have that type of strength. Sorry, he's not.
Open another window and look at a hollow point round.
God, feds are gonna be looking for me now.
Imagine. Okay, you see how it's got the hole in the center of it? That's the hollow part.
That
So whenever
breaks like
yeah, you see
this.
those little cuts in it? Yeah, it
Yeah.
balloons. And it has shrapnel. So when it goes in there, it'll bounce around because that happens as soon as it impacts. It doesn't happen in the air. That happens on the like the tiniest fucking thing of resistance will make it open up like that. So then it'll change directions as it's going. And then that's when bullets will like tear up and go different directions in bodies.
Yeah, and that's what cops use, right? Because they don't want the bullets to go out of the person they're shooting and fly somewhere else and hit someone else, right? They typically use hollow
Well,
points, right?
more of the reason is it guarantees a death because it's those filleted parts become like razors, and it's
Shrapnel.
chopping shit up as it's passing through. It's more of a guaranteed death because you're cutting more shit up.
Oh, that's lovely. All right. I mean, yeah, just my common sense says this is all just very bizarre, very bizarre. And you would think this statement would be prepared, wouldn't it? Like, why the fuck are you releasing it? Wouldn't you be like, hey, cops, should I keep my mouth shut or what do I do about this? Why'd you wait for Candace to do a video about it first, then start going off about it? Like, oh my god! And Cash Patel, after all this stuff, right? Does he even go through? Does he even go through about any of that shit, bro? Did you say anything about that?
Dude, he has to be like in. Well, no, he wasn't in Utah, and that's something he should have been in fucking Utah. After this happened, he should have been flown there. I'm like, this is #1 case in the country. I gotta be there.
I heard that they let go of the Utah head of the FBI in Utah, like when they took office. So like they didn't have like the veteran guy that's been there running it for years, right? To where he's the first one on site for an investigation. Then Patel can show up and he can get, okay, here's what we know, type of shit. Apparently, it's like a
Well,
new
that
person,
just adds more theories.
allegedly.
That just adds more
Allegedly,
theories.
I can't confirm it. I don't know exactly, but I heard people saying shit like that too. Mainly, it was like Democrat people trying to shit on the Trump administration, right? Of like, look, if these guys didn't fire everybody, it'd all be good. So
Well, no, you also. It just adds to more theories.
it does.
Like, okay, I need to fire this guy because we're about to do something in Utah in 6 months.
I mean, would that even be scheduled? That's possible. It's scheduled already, right? Especially a guy who just tours all
Well,
the
I
time
mean,
and shit like that.
like I said, it just adds to theories.
Yeah.
You and I, we don't get to know why the guy got fired.
No. It could be for
We
a
don't
stupid
know if
reason. It could be conspiracy. I don't
right.
fucking know.
It could be
It could be legit. Yeah.
he is politically leaning in one way or the other. That could have been enough, but you know what?
He could have been shitty at
We
his
don't get
job.
to know.
Yeah.
Right. In the people they did fire and said they were political leaning, guess what? Then we don't get to know their names. So one way or another, we don't get to know how to connect dots for the FBI.
Especially with all the smoke and mirrors, this guy
Yep.
and that organization's been doing about, at least in this case and others, but focusing on the Charlie Kirk case. I mean, throwing smoke and mirrors all over the fucking place, showing us shit that has nothing to do with finding the guy at all, right? Just it's just out there, just throwing shit out there. Right? You're supposed to give us like video footage of the guy moving around, right? Yes, the gun makes sense, the images of him, the route he took, all those things, but they give us like half pictures of things and shit we don't even need. Like engravings on the fucking bullet. We don't, okay. I had to, like none of. And by the way, none of those things got him caught. He turned himself in, and so it's like, what the fuck.
So you're saying he wore gloves to pull the trigger, but he took them off to touch a towel that wrapped the gun,
Yeah,
so he could carry the gun in a towel.
Yeah.
Why would he take off the gloves? So then there should be fingerprints on that roof.
Yeah.
He took off the gloves to touch the towel.
Or they're saying, or they're saying that he just grabbed a towel from home they probably used for a fucking shower the day before and wrapped the gun in that. Like, why would you why would you use gloves and try to clean up your scene and try to get away and shit, but also use a towel that your body's been rubbed all over and shit, or that you've used personally, right? Why would you do
Then
that?
your DNA's all over it too, yeah.
And it's like, did you bury the gun in like dirt or something? Was it just laying out like out in the open with a towel around it? Like, why wouldn't someone pick that up?
Well, I heard the gun
Did
was
he stash
found
it?
in a cardboard box in the woods.
No,
What
they
are,
said the
and then
FBI said it was wrapped in a towel.
Well, I heard even in just 3 days ago, the
pictures with the picture of the gun is it's in a cardboard box. Yes, but they said they
right.
found it
So,
wrapped in a towel.
oh, well, then that's arguing with themselves because I've heard it the other way. Heard them. They found it in that supposed box, and then with Candace, we're hearing it was found in somebody's backyard, and it was kind of wooded, so they're calling that the woods. So, like, which? So is it the woods or is it this person's
Oh
backyard
my
with a couple
fucking
trees?
God. Not real. This is not real. It's like they release one thing, the internet debunks it in
Oh,
5 minutes. They try something else. Like, what are we doing, bro? It's
oh, and
actually
the other
incredible.
thing, Candace, the other thing that was talked about, I forgot the name they used, but this family with this same last name is like fucking huge in Utah. And that guy that had the supposed doorbell camera was actually over his garage camera. And that guy had the same last name as these people that were at the campus when he got shot. When they had 16 family members at it with their same last name. And then when he was he was seen somewhere else too. Uh, more witnesses were these people with the same last name, and then what was it? And apparently, the guy with the camera over his garage, they're calling the doorbell camera. He is the direct owner of like one of the biggest fucking businesses in Utah, and all they make is like some version of gears. But
I mean, that's not too crazy because, right?
it's just that a 18 of the witnesses to this dude were all in the same family, and we got
If they're right
19
leaning,
witnesses.
well, if those are the only witnesses,
Just
then
like,
yeah, that's crazy. But them all being there, like younger people, maybe going to the same school, living in the same area, they look like a really nice neighborhood. It's near a university. Like a, looks like a nice neighborhood. Like those people make money. I could believe that, but those details I didn't really see myself, so I don't know exactly. I didn't see that part of the Candace video. But
yeah.
yeah, whatever. All right, let's end this video. Actually, let me show you this first. Last thing before I go. I just thought it was kind of funny. This is them at the Charlie Kirk Memorial, I believe, and
Oh, it's sponsored.
you can see Palantir there, and
Jesus.
you have these guys' faces on screen at the same time. It's just a kind of a crazy looking image. But yeah, that's it. There's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment, agree, disagree. Tell me what you think in the comment section. There's a lot of shit here with a lot of theories. What was it? Candace was having 250,000 people watching concurrently before. She's gonna have 350,000 now. I'm like sure of it now. Like she's gonna be the number one fucking thing going on social media for sure. But yeah, I guess I'll be watching. I'll be curious. I'll be keeping my eye on the internet and all that stuff. But any ideas or theories or links you want to share to me, please put in the comment section or opinions. Please do so. Don't forget to check out the links in the description box for either charities to donate to, the Discord that I'm in right now, and also the sources, all the things we showed, except for the bullets. I'm not going to put that in the fucking comment section or in the description box. But all the other stuff, you'll have links for those things. And,
Tell Josh about that bullet thing, man.
well, hold on, let me end the video real fast. All right, and with all that said, please give this video a thumbs down.